wrestling fans. Tony Schiavone here with a very special edition of the NWA here on the Nation Network. We bring you highlights from Baltimore, Maryland, and the Great American Bash. All right, wrestling fans, entering the ring at this time. He is the Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff. The former NWA United States Heavyweight Champion. The ongoing feud he has had with Sergeant Slaughter will be carried over here into the Great American Bash.
You know, I have only come out here because I feel obligated to tell all you stupid Americans that your champion, Sergeant Slaughter, is not going to be the United States champion much longer.
Well, apparently Sergeant Slaughter is not going to sit back and listen to Nikita Koloff run down these fans or our great country. Just days away from Independence Day, the 4th of July. We will be live in Miami, Florida. These two men will be facing off against one another.
Let me tell you something, maggot. You want to come out here and you want to talk about the United States of America? Well, now you're talking to Sergeant Slaughter. And I have just one thing to say to you. You puke. You maggot. You stand at attention when I'm talking to you. Sergeant Slaughter, you think you're gonna come out here and talk to Nikita Koloff and tell me what to do? I just returned from Russia. I spoke to President Putin, and he has a message for you and all of these fans. Russia is superior in every way. And at the 4th of July, hold it right there, maggots. How dare you come out and spew your propaganda? You want to talk about the 4th of July? Not on my watch. See, on the 4th of July, you and I are going to be inside this ring, and the United States title will be on the line. And trust me when I tell you, it's going to be a one-way ticket for you. I agree. It will be one-way ticket. But the one-way ticket is going to be Sergeant Slaughter. One way out of the NWA. And one way out of the United States Championship once again. You were very fortunate to ever lay your hands on that title. And as long as I'm the champion, it will never happen again. You are going to find out in Miami, Florida, that you don't have the power, the strength, or the skills to defeat superior athlete from Russia like Nikita Koloff. I will even go so far as to beat you at your own game. I say on the 4th of July, we make this a boot camp match. Oh, I've got no problem with that. You want to take me out of the boot camp match? Then I say, sign the dotted line. I'll put the U.S. title up in a boot camp match in Miami or anywhere else, maggot. You should know this can only end one way. And for you, that is going to be with a loss to Nikita Koloff. We'll find out about that on Tuesday in Miami. Until then, enjoy the time you've got left.
All right, fans, this next matchup is going to be a big one. Members of the Four Horsemen, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, coming down to the ring. This will be the first opportunity for Arn Anderson and Larry Zbyszko to be in the ring at the same time, since Larry Zbyszko, along with Bobby the Brain Heenan, were unceremoniously dismissed from the Four Horsemen. Well, the fact of the matter is Tully Blanchard's return here to the NWA gave the Horsemen an opportunity, and they decided they didn't like the direction the team was heading in and needed to make a change, and that's the way a lot of companies operate. But Larry Zbyszko definitely taking it very personal. No doubt about that. Larry Zbyszko has made this very personal and has assured everyone that he is coming for the Four Horsemen. It was just over a week ago that Larry Zbyszko said, "I am coming for you, and hell is coming with me." Hell came in the form of Terry Funk. Bell sounds, and now Larry Zbyszko wasting no time, charging across the ring, but Anderson caught him. And across the back, or the knee rather, backbreaker now, Zbyszko with a shoulder tackle. Zbyszko putting the boots to Arn Anderson. Look at this, left and right, shot to the midsection. Look at the welt already on the chest of Arn Anderson. Larry Zbyszko assured us that he wasn't going to waste time in this match. Anderson trying to take that cover of the turnbuckle off, but he paid a price for it. Short arm clothesline. Now the tag made it Tully Blanchard. Well, now Larry Zbyszko, he's got personal vendettas on both sides. Right now he's going up against his replacement. You gotta know he wants to one-up him and prove that the Horsemen went with the wrong guy. Larry Zbyszko going to work on Tully. The head and the neck being stretched out by Larry Zbyszko. Now he's got Tully Blanchard up the cross, knee backbreaker, down he goes. Fans, when we look at the guys in the ring right now, of course, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, former tag team champions many times over. Back body drop, nice change of direction for Tully Blanchard. But you look at Larry Zbyszko, he's a former world champion. Terry Funk, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion as well. All four men know what it takes to be a champion because they've all been there. Oh, Larry Zbyszko charging in, nobody home. Back body drop down goes Zbyszko. Well, Tully Blanchard has done very well for himself thus far in the match. Tag has made. Arn Anderson will come in, and once again the double team. Another tremendous backbreaker. Anderson goes for the cover, gets one. That's all he's gonna get. Anderson, have you believe it's over, but I don't think so, not quite yet. Larry Zbyszko still has plenty left. Blocks that shot by Anderson, and now Zbyszko. Tully Blanchard trying to get the ring distracted by the referee, or I should say distracting the referee. Now Tully Blanchard watching on. Larry Zbyszko sending Anderson into the corner. And now here comes the double team. Irish whip to the ropes he goes, and now Tully Blanchard watches as Terry Funk hands out the damage. Arn Anderson able to stop Terry Funk, and now look at this. Has him in the Boston Crab. Terry Funk, however, a fresh man, easily able to get out of that one. Terry Funk hammered away on Anderson. Blue flash press and raining down. Terry Funk, the man from the Double Cross Ranch in Texas, having his way at the moment with the enforcer. Oh, and a move! Just drove on Anderson head first into the mat. Anderson's in a lot of trouble, and Terry Funk knows it. Well, you don't become a world champion and not know your way around the wrestling ring. Terry Funk clearly does, as he does it again. This time it is Anderson. Goes for the suplex. Terry Funk manages to get out of it. Picture perfect suplex by Terry Funk at that time. Irish whip, Anderson all the way out to the floor. Oh, spine buster, but Larry Zbyszko. Wait a minute, what's going on here? What is happening? Oh, he's got Anderson in the sleeper hold. And he got a 2 count. Terry Funk setting up. She rolled. There's the pile driver. Tully Blanchard missed. Oh, there's the elbow. Tully Blanchard now has got Arn Anderson. I don't know what his thought process is. Anderson out to the floor now. And Tully Blanchard. Blanchard's got him. Sends him careening down. Terry Funk now going to work. Block the shot. Oh, Arn Anderson retaliates. Both men going back and forth. Larry Zbyszko back in the ring now with his former tag team partner. He caught Anderson with a small package. 1, 2. Arn Anderson just barely getting a shoulder up off the mat with that one. action spilling out here on the floor in Baltimore. Larry Zbyszko just throwing Anderson pillar to post. And it looked like Tully Blanchard just caught him that time. Larry Zbyszko, a one-man wrecking crew. Count has reached 7 now. Zbyszko beats the count back in. Will Anderson be able to do the same? Zbyszko turned his attention, and now Anderson tries to steal one here against one, and that's all you're going to get. And now the enforcer going outside the ring. It's Larry Zbyszko. Anderson driving Larry Zbyszko into the steel steps. And now Tully Blanchard just got run head first. Spinebuster! Tully Blanchard managing to escape, Larry Zbyszko manages to escape. Many similarities between the styles. Larry Zbyszko, Tully Blanchard, a lot of people always felt that Zbyszko was a good fit for the Horsemen when he came on board. There's that shoulder tackle right there by Larry Zbyszko. Now, once again, out on the floor, Larry Zbyszko's got Anderson. Suplex on the concrete. Spills out to the floor. Both teams have been just counted out. It's a draw. All right, well, look who it is now. Kevin Sullivan. Ever since making his return here to the NWA a couple of weeks ago, he has been delivering some very cryptic messages referring to the fact that this will be the summer of Sullivan.
Right now, all you people out there need to do is shut up and listen to what I got to say. Most of you know who I am, and you know what I am capable of. But nobody knows better than one man. And that one man is you, Dusty Rhodes. You and I have had our differences in the past, but I got tired of sitting back there and watching you week after week spew that same old garbage. Going after Ric Flair how many times, and still you can't hang on to that title? Well, since you no longer have that dance card, I thought I'd step up and give you a challenge. I promised everyone that this was gonna be a summer to remember, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm not here to be in the Great American Bash. I am here to make the Great American Bash. By the end of July, you will all know, especially you, Dusty Rhodes, starting tonight, you and all of these people who chant your name will know exactly what I mean when I tell you this will be the summer of Sullivan.
As we continue on with the Great American Bash, coming to you live from Baltimore, Maryland. Here on the Nation Network, we are joined by gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, who is currently unbeaten here in the NWA. Wait a minute, Magnum TA! Magnum TA just tore Jimmy Garvin down from the apron. And apparently this one's not going to take much time to get started. Again, gorgeous Jimmy Garvin has not lost since making his move here in the NWA. He wants Magnum TA to meet him here in the ring. Oh, he just caught him. Well, Magnum TA clearly has an issue with Jimmy Garvin, and I'd have to believe it may have something to do with the recent events. Of course, we all saw Jimmy Garvin and what he did to the Mulkeys. Well, indeed, put one of them, Bill Mulkey, out for several weeks, and I think Magnum TA thought that that was crossing the line, and maybe he wants to show this guy a lesson or two about being a bully. Atomic knee drop by Jimmy Garvin. Butterfly suplex by Magnum TA, the former United States champion, former LWF heavyweight champion. Magnum TA, one of those names that we have seen signed for a contract with an H-Boy Ric Flair to be in the last part of the Great American Bash tour. Jimmy Garvin, nice move to get out of that. Catches a neck breaker. And now gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, his feet up on the rope. Referee go for the cover. Never saw it. Now Jimmy Garvin walking Magnum over to the guardrail. Oh, wait a minute. Over the guardrail, out to the floor. Magnum TA battling back with a big headbutt, and now Garvin. Magnum TA beats the count. Jimmy Garvin picking his time, and he missed. Magnum from behind. Reverse suplex. Perfect move right there by Magnum TA, and he follows it up with a leg drop across the throat of Jimmy Garvin. Plants that knee right to the small of the back, does Magnum TA. And now Garvin has Magnum in trouble. Once again, onto the floor we go. Senton splash, and he caught Magnum TA with it. sliding into the guardrail. You know, one thing about Jimmy Garvin, he's got that brainbuster, and if he decides to dust that off, it could be a quick match. What's he doing now? Steel chair. No, don't do this. He's got the brainbuster on the concrete floor. Magnum TA is in a lot of trouble. That may be all she wrote. Magnum trying to get back to his feet. I don't know if he'll be able to. Jimmy Garvin victorious, and Magnum TA is in trouble. He doesn't look very good right now. We look back at moments from this one. Well, I'll tell you right now that brainbuster is a devastating maneuver anywhere, but look at that on the steel chair. Magnum unable to even get back to his feet. We're going to need to get some medical attention for Magnum TA. As the manager of the Midnight Express, it is my job to come out here and address a few issues. And let me talk to you two idiots right now in the back. The guys that call themselves the Heavenly Bodies. You think for 1 second you're in the same league as the Midnight Express? Well, let me tell you, you might be up 1-0, but you're the luckiest tag team in the world today. And I'm going to tell you two goofballs something else right now. If you think you're going to win 2 more matches against my Midnight Express, you are sorely mistaken. I'll tell you this right now, and I mean every word of it. If you two jokers got yourselves arrested for impersonating a great tag team, they'd be arresting innocent then. When you talk about great tag teams, you talk about the former tag team champions, soon to be tag team champions again. The Midnight Express, Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan. And on July 4th in Miami, Florida, we are going to even it up in one falling piece. You can believe that. And then we're going to win the next 2 and send you two idiots packing. Because at the end of the day, you have to understand something. You can't stand toe-to-toe with the Midnight Express because you don't have what it takes. And what it takes is me. If all else was considered equal, and believe me, it's not, then I am the wild card. All right, fans, it is time for the second NWA World Title defense for the Nature Boy Ric Flair here during the Great American Bash. He's already got his first win over Tatsumi Fujinami tonight. He goes up against the man who has had his number in the past. The question is, can he do it to him again here at the Great American Bash? This is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Of course, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, one of the all-time greatest wrestlers ever to put on a set of boots and step into the square circle. And as you alluded to, we already know he is capable of beating the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Well, for one, I'm going to be very curious to see if the Dragon can pull it off here tonight. Baltimore, Maryland on its feet in anticipation. And we should mention that if Ricky Steamboat is victorious here tonight, he then has to take on the champion's remaining calendar of events, which means he would have 18 title defenses to look forward to throughout the rest of the Great American Bash. But in order to get to that point, he's going to first have to go through this man right here, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Ric Flair, as he makes his way down the aisle with the NWA World Heavyweight title around his waist. That's what it's all about, fans. Ric Flair is no stranger to the bright lights, the spotlights, if you would. And here in Baltimore, Maryland, Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen have big plans to walk out with the gold still in their stable.
Well, nobody's ever going to accuse Ric Flair of lacking confidence. You see him exuding it right here in the ring right now.
All right, fans. That's the title that is on the line right here tonight. It's the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. There's the challenger from Hawaii, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, former champion, former Intercontinental champion, former tag team champion. He's done a lot in this industry. And of course, the world champion, the leader of the Four Horsemen, the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Well, of course, the Nature Boy Ric Flair will be defending that title on the 4th of July in Miami, Florida.
Referee shows the title to both men, and it's about to be gone on. Who's going to walk out of Baltimore, Maryland with that? The most coveted prize in professional wrestling today. Steamboat and Ric Flair in the middle of the ring, locking it up. Steamboat with a suplex on the Nature Boy.
Well, Steamboat perhaps making an early mistake right there.
Oh, look at that Nature Boy Ric Flair! What the heck is he doing?
Well, they call himself the dirtiest player in the game, and we're seeing why.
I get that the referee doesn't want this match to end in a disqualification, but at the same point in time, give me a break. Ric Flair going to work on the challenger. Oh, Steamboat!
Steamboat tries. Ric Flair, however, has managed to get the better of him thus far in the match. Granted, he's had to use some pretty underhanded tactics to gain that advantage.
Pile driver and Steamboat may be in a lot of trouble. Flair dropped the challenger on his head. Ric Flair going to work on the leg. We know what he's doing. He's setting up for that figure 4 leg lock. And now Steamboat sends him into the corner. We've seen these guys in the past. They can go any style, but Ric Flair has made it clear that tonight will not be a wrestling match, as he has already pulled out just about every dirty trick in the book.
Well, I want to beg to differ with you. It's Ric Flair, and we know there are plenty of other tricks he's got up his sleeve.
Steamboat now with the upper hand for the first time. However, Flair able to counter that one. Oh, look at this again. Going to the eyes of Steamboat. Flair going for the figure 4 leg lock. It's on. Steamboat trying desperately to reverse the hold, and he does.
Oh, Flair had to release the hold because that move, by reversing it, put all the pressure on the leg of Ric Flair.
The chops by Steamboat laying into Ric Flair.
Look at him going to work on the chest of the Nature Boy. And now Ric Flair, reverse suplex.
Goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg. Only gets one. Flair continues to go to work. But Steamboat not done quite yet. Ricky the Dragon, Steamboat sends him in. Cross body block. And now the Nature Boy shoots him out. Oh, nothing happening there. Steamboat with a big series of chops. And down goes the champion.
Oh, wait a minute. Ricky Steamboat all the way to the top rope.
Sizing up the champion. This could be it right here. Hooks the leg. Gets one, two. On Flair just barely kicking out.
I thought we might have a new champion right there, but the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, with just enough left in the tank.
Big right hand, and down goes Steamboat. Flair goes for the cover, but Steamboat comes right out. Flair stretching the neck of Ricky Steamboat. Fans, we're going to be bringing you coverage of the Great American Bash throughout the entire month of July here on the Nation Network. In 2 weeks' time, the Great American Bash will make its pit stop in Florida as part of the Battle of the Belts. Steamboat goes for the cover, gets one, two, and Flair manages to get his shoulder up.
Steamboat just came down on the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Oh, he's got a small package all at one. Two, is it enough? No. Flair blocks the chop attempt. Steamboat into that turnbuckle he goes. Now the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, what's he got in mind? From the middle rope he goes. Drives it elbow down, and Steamboat in trouble. Once again, the Nature Boy.
Oh, Steamboat is in trouble right here, and Ric Flair is about... Oh, he got caught with a DDT.
And now Steamboat goes for a cover, hooks the leg, will be enough. New champion right here, too. And Flair still with enough left. Steamboat going all the way to the top. Flair up. Cross body block. Hooks the leg. Oh, Flair.
I thought for sure there was a new champion to be crowned.
Flair not moving. To the turnbuckle he goes, and now Steamboat. What just happened there? He broke away. And Flair in trouble. Steamboat has got us. What is he doing? The Nature Boy Ric Flair from that middle rope once again finding a mark. Steamboat is in trouble. He better figure an answer out here quickly. And now Flair sent all the way to the floor. Steamboat went for a senton, nobody home. Oh, the champion just paint brushing the challenger. Ran Steamboat into the steel post. Steamboat heads outside the ring. Now the challenger with the champion. Well executed suplex right there by Ricky Steamboat. Flair with a desperation blow. Steamboat reversing the Irish whip. All the way to the top. Oh, Steamboat comes down on the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Wait just a minute. Steamboat has got the broadcast table. And now going after the champion here on the floor. Steamboat went for a suplex. Flair reversing it. What's he gonna do? Face first to the table. Flair caught him. Russian leg sweep on the concrete floor. Steamboat's in trouble. Ric Flair strutting. Steamboat's in trouble. We could be looking at another count out right here. He beat the count. Steamboat beats the count just barely. Turns it inside out and Flair is down. We could have a new champion crowned on here, referee. Steamboat, for whatever reason, wasn't able to hang on to it. Steamboat with a Boston Crab. Talk about a turn of events. Flair in trouble now. Steamboat so close right there to the championship. The Nature Boy Ric Flair managing to hold on. Flair's got Steamboat in the turnbuckle. Steamboat fighting his way back out of it. Knee to the midsection by Flair. He has found the target with that elbow on several occasions. knee drop, and it finds its mark as well. Steamboat charging in, got caught with a spine buster page from the enforcer.
Now the champion working the leg, and we know what's gonna come next.
Flair's got the leg. Figure four, it's in the middle of the ring. Is Steamboat gonna be able to survive this one? The Dragon once again turns it over. And again, Flair has to release the hold.
Champion again forced to release that hold or run the risk of injury to himself.
Flair on that back elbow. Right in the eyes, across the rope, and Steamboat is blind.
Once again, the Nature Boy Ric Flair is going to put that figure four on the challenger. And how many times can Steamboat avoid what now almost appears to be the inevitable?
Steamboat was almost there. It's over. Ric Flair survives the challenge of the one and only Ricky Steamboat.
What a match we've just seen here tonight between two of the greatest legends in the history of wrestling.
Fans, this was what you refer to as a Matt Classic. The opportunities for both men. Steamboat, nothing to be ashamed of. There it is, the figure four leg lock, and we saw Steamboat do everything in his power, but he just couldn't hang on anymore. Ric Flair, 2 down, 18 to go. Here on the Great American Bash, the Nature Boy Ric Flair still the NWA Heavyweight Champ. All right, fans, we understand the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, has accepted the challenge of Kevin Sullivan.
Well, we're going to see something special here tonight. Only the Great American Bash would be able to contain this type of a matchup.
Dusty Rhodes and Kevin Sullivan, no strangers to one another for certain. American Dream Dusty Rhodes has been here in the NWA non-stop, and the thought that Kevin Sullivan's going to come in here and start bad-mouthing him just didn't sit very well with him, I guess.
Well, Dusty Rhodes is the kind of individual who wants to nip a problem in the butt, and that's exactly what he is here to do tonight.
I'll say one thing about Kevin Sullivan. He can be a very large pain and not something very easy to remove. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. I see it, but I don't believe it. That's Mike Rotundo and Dr. Steve Williams.
Well, I'll tell you something right now. That is the Varsity Club.
We have seen a different side of Mike Rotundo recently, but now it all makes sense.
Well, no doubt in my mind that Kevin Sullivan got in the ear of Mike Rotundo. and somehow convinced him that this was a good idea.
Well, I think more importantly right now is figuring out what this means for the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And now we're joined at ringside by Kevin Sullivan, and that's Rick Steiner.
Well, the entire varsity club is here in the NWA. He said it was going to be the summer of Sullivan, and now we know exactly what he meant by that.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, going up against perhaps the entire varsity club. Now Kevin Sullivan is up on the apron.
Well, to say he is going to prove to be a distraction would be a minor understatement, I am sure.
Sullivan, oh wait a minute, he's got a steel chair. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, going to work on Mike Rotundo, the All-American from Syracuse, New York. He was recently tag team partners with Barry Windham. They made up the U.S. Express. A lot of people thought the tag team titles might be in the future for them. The dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner outside the ring with Dr. Death Steve Williams. I still can't get over the surprise that Kevin Sullivan has managed to keep under wraps.
Well, we're keeping an eye on the remainder of the varsity club out here at ringside, but you know that Kevin Sullivan is the one you want to keep your eye on the most.
Well, he is the ringleader. Let's make no mistake about it. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes with a pile driver. Sullivan up on the apron. Going to work on Rotundo. Oh, and Mike Rotundo goes down. He's been busted open. Wait a minute. The referee is going to throw him out.
Well, maybe that'll even things up at least a little bit, but you still have Dr. Death Steve Williams and Rick Steiner at ringside.
And now Dr. Death Steve Williams getting in the ear of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Rotundo just dropped Dusty.
That's the whole problem right here, as you see. Mike Rotundo stretching the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, for all he's worth. You get rid of one of them, but now you've still got two more outside the ring as Rotundo comes up with a tremendous clothesline.
Fans, we have seen a lot of things happen in the NWA this past year, but perhaps no bigger shock than seeing the return of the Varsity Club. The bionic elbow, and down he goes. Dr. Nut Steve Williams now distracting the referee.
The blood flowing down the face of Rotundo after that big elbow busted him wide open. And now Rotundo once again trying to draw submission from the American Dream.
Dr. Nut Steve Williams now just throws that steel chair into the ring. And again, distracting the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, he bought some time for Mike Rotundo, but that's about all. Rotundo is really starting to feel the effects of those elbows.
Rhodes just followed him into the corner and dropped him. The referee finally getting rid of that chair. Dusty Rhodes, snapmare takes him over. Again, the point of the elbow into the head. Irish whip into the corner now. Back elbow by Rotundo. Big left hand. Reverse suplex. Rotundo takes Dusty down. Raking the back of the Dream. We already know that on the 4th of July, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, will be going up against Arn Anderson for the television championship. The flip, flop, and fly, and Dusty Rhodes having some fun at the expense of the Varsity Club. And again, Dr. Nut Steve Williams up on the apron, distracting the American Dream.
Well, it's a good thing he did, because Mike Rotundo was about to be put out, I believe.
Time, finding the mark, hooks the leg, left hand up, 1, 2, 3.
Well, I'll say this much. Kevin Sullivan may have gotten the attention of not only the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, but the NWA. But as we've seen demonstrated here tonight, the American Dream was able to fend off the force that is the Varsity Club.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, victorious over Mike Rotundo, but the big story is Kevin Sullivan has reunited the Varsity Club here in the NWA as part of a great American Bash. Fans, we will see you on our country's birthday, live from Miami, Florida on the Nation Network. So long, everyone.